Yankona yankonkoshe ensemno. Ora Haruna Idrisu ne statement okokan on the floor of parliament ayese yebesa repeat no. Yenti no.
We need a more effective and efficient one than one we have in Ghana. Then, Mr. Speaker, finally Ghana. We all travel abroad and we are told rush hours. The workers of Ghana, their problem is just threefold. Housing. All the workers in this country, what they need is for the state to invest well in shelter and housing for them. Then in transport. Everywhere in America, you can even be living in Washington whilst working in New York, because there is an effective transport system of train and then by air, and maybe your income matches that. But in Ghana, Mr. Speaker, we all know at 4:30, walk through Accra, you see the congestions. What is the state doing? You see workers stranded. They are just looking for a means to get home and get home on time. Then that leads finally, Mr. Speaker, to our roads. Kumasi, Mr. Speaker, I just got back from Kumasi this afternoon. When you are in Kumasi, the congestion, because we have not opened up the city, yet it's one of the fastest growing cities in the country, the green city. We have not invested in Kumasi Road. From the airport to Lancaster, where the German president was hosting, you have to be struggling through traffic. We need to do more in expanding the road infrastructure of these cities: Accra, Kumasi, Tamale, and Takoradi. That's where we are entering Takoradi. The overhead bridge you started under Sino Hydro, uncompleted. Discipline. What happened? So, Mr. Speaker, I want to commend him for a very academic. This one looks like he's writing a thesis to be awarded something else. But to thank him at least for bringing this matter to fore. But this House, Parliament has a role in the way we allocate resources, not just this Assembly Common Fund. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. Not just Assembly nyina ni tiawa, and it's a best bosume mi ensenye de esi e ho so say. Eniama bi a very important the mere Ghana yen workers and the masses. Cars I di ombekwa adwuma. Enti waka isi aka Metro Mass Transit. Chrono a ekoso ho. Chrono there is no way ye ba behye atade bia ntoma na se ye behye asem bia atade. Metro Mass Transit chrono pefe na ekoso per the Auditor General's report. Enye ade a ye behye no ntoma. Amanfo make say no pay. Udu Madina, Udu Adenta, Udu Awoshi, Udu Banyard, Udu 37 workers omokoye juma productive hours. Omu di traffic him, omu nya trotro. By yafa buses nearly 3,000 since 2003. Ye established the Act of Parliament create Metro Mass Transit nearly 3,000 buses. Make us say they were in operation in 85. Ya ton ni na ye auction bus ni be as low as 1,900 cedis. 1,900 cedis. 19 million old cedis. Ne auction a full bus. Ne di amomo no omaton. Obehwe na company na or tall bus no a okoton no na ye panyin bi o ye adwuma Metro Mass. Ye nwene Ghana workers ho. Ye kofa bus aba ye kofa bus aba ne ye kope procurement. Kwan ya e befa so e be didi. Procurement and the Metro Mass. Yaka cars a yede bekọ adwuma ho asem ewo ha yaka rent ho asem se obeka ya aboso several times kwan ya ye be provide a safe living environment, convenience e dey your workers na inner city slums e wo ha dey betimi aten no ye betimi convert into large areas of habitable residence for our workers yenye a dan ketenkete esisi ho obeka ya aban ba ko mienu miensa obi aba MPP NDC ye betani Nima into a modern city attaching akokate sort new government isu minister aba ono so aka the same ye hu hwe allocation of resources workers efro ka free teacher mante ebi free oyibi ebi free damfa obedu adwum na ne ho afo se twom or pre bus or pre trotro or pre so betenam na obedi traffic mu ababa bedru na obedru no nso no areho a be ka no ne se wa bre 2 hours ansa na odu adwumam ye peso ye adwuma fully committed worker because or te damfa but a dan ye wo nima kanda ni nyina ye dan a ye ni affordable housing a ye de ma workers ya ka ho asem wo ha ya ka transport apart from buses no ya ka train ye ni bi ko ba bia akra na nkran Kumase ye 2 major cities no inner city train Ghana train o mode bae no yenko aye train bus kra wa chen train no train ba ko a ye de ba krum ha ye twamfo nyi kra more number of passengers at train no efa Ghana na wo more railway workers than passengers o mu use railway nti honorable Haruna Idris wa parliament ache it is a good call but timing and say when are we seeing the effects of these things housing for our workers housing affordable ones in the middle of the cities yen ko see affordable housing no ewo baby a yen need transport connected promises of turning Nima Mamobi any those areas no into residence ye betime see abrosan etwaso 100 15 and abrosan etwaso makomako 100 etwaso 15 ye betime yi nipa ye omo ho nyina free ho na afi omanya baby atena na de aka no so aye work there bi oman ketekete ye si dan yan ketekete na no ye kire mu Nima de no and Nicholas say ye wo pictures of data ye betime akire wo how one can Nima Mamobi mo amu state housing or more Ministry of Works and Housing akoye demarcations who say asase eda ho no ebetime si adan amana fa nipa over 50,000 anka omubenya baby atena affordable ebema rent cost ewa Accra ne so ate da bi aban fa sa ne ma ne ho ye invest ewo areas priority bi anim nipa ni baby da ni ye disika hye niam bim ye di we hwe Nima ewo middle of Accra baby a woko bia no wo be fa car 1 and wako adwuma a wo mre hwe Nima aban akwa kate sword se wanyambosia obetani Nima into a place ye betima fa nipa ewo ho na wo hwe Nima no residence here ti we na yatena ho for several years yentumi turn no into what we want to turn it into na nipa free teacher maintain damfa aburi eba adwuma won kran na kire se o man no ye akachi anopai se wo hwe report ne say the top 6 countries in the world are omo gold deposit large gold deposit top 6 no China, Russia, Australia, Canada, USA, Ghana. Shamino, China, Russia, Australia, Canada, USA, Ghana. Amaya omuwo gold deposit. Nyamedi gold edua omai no mu pa. Which are the top 5 for now? Vast countries, vast lands, different time zones. Amai kakraka. Yang kwani ye kiti. Gold a year 2 from 1300, 1417, 1471. The travelers e-book you kaya almost say as far back as 1471 na abrofono scoopy gold from the riverbed of Ankobra and ye 2 but still World Gold Council 2025 report say gold deposit we wiase no amaye bi time pa no ensia ye toso nsia omo mudi kan no obia ni ho ane ho kire no China omoko ye to aba anya afi na ye be yi akwan ye be yi school under trees omatwam wo ho nya afi na ye be sisi adan da bi omawie US menya sure say ye to aba wo US obi be ba be kan sure say ye be yi dodo pepe so to Anwan road Salaga to na Kaba road da bia wo ye budget ye tumi nye menya sure say Canada afi na obi be to aba say may schools under trees free ho ye be ya bi policies na adru omachechire man na wie yen ye toso nsia ye gusua wo gold deposit Africa number 1 but wo behwe ha na obusa ho sese platinum na the most important natural resource na number 2 ye gold na ye the first country na number 1 in Africa with deposits despite your land size 247,000 kilometers square country 247,000 per asase ketekete ne e kan wiase ba bia nyame di gold adua ho na ya betena bi so a na ya tisika so na e kom dia se ya bobo adam eno pay unam kwan ho na wo ba adwuma na wo hwe nipa gina nsuo mu peka 30 minutes 1 hour onya bi o kro ketekete te se nkran anajo drive from one end to the other 30 minutes yentumi nya buses a ebefa kuro because the bar na kromfo aton bus na di na omako nti se gold ne hwan ne wo ha no yentumi mfa nye bibia de a mo bia meka ranking of Ghana me enkwetena parliament koye provide housing for our people. Say afi gold a yebetu ne ho mfaso no ye di kosi affordable housing a champion ayebi Snake flat no motitim no workers flat Kanda estate 1974 na yesi na ebi Kwame Nkrumah Yetema Development Corporation yen ye betena so yi no yentumi nya affordable housing ye de ensa kobo ho ani ye jai priority areas for our workers and people in Ghana. Nti ono abo wakoka ho asem wo parliament a e mane nkwese ya record o hands atim ne yeko debi. It is time for us to do the important things for our workers and people in Ghana. Rent e kuomo yesano ni enim say was 6 childhood killer diseases. Minyi ye na mahu say ye was 6 adulthood killer diseases. Rent nye number 1 and number 2. Upe se uhu say afi eson temper statutory rent. Because abanim provide any form of housing. So abai create me nipa 100,000. Our motete private homes every ho more affordable places to stay and work at. Nikofa Singapore the neto suma 1 minute na menko. Yebe koswa ka. Other countries ya toto ho. Ni ebusa so omaya omuni natural resource bi ane moa mukuta the most expensive natural resource in the world. The whole Africa moya number 1 no. What is the essence of that? Is it to clap and go and sleep? Is it that? Sabai 100,000 every moa. Obi a odene daima high 2,000 cedis for single room no. Onya obi ama ho. Because pressure na free, so a matter of demand and supply. People are queuing for 2,000 cedis a month. Doctors are queuing. No kolebu. Doctor ni suoto ane yunu kwane dem. Fieru amfa ho. Because a line ye die one pair obi bepe. Ghana ni anye Nigeria beje. A dear na ya buy no all year for workers. I really omo. Train, transport, bus transport. Transporting them to work and back, transporting people, giving them accommodation. And your responsibility as government say, private individuals, emfa twamenebo, emma workers, omo person omo ye adwuma. Now omo boa o man no. Because what this was so provide this idea more into Kokano parliament say Ghana workers say here car, omo de beko adwuma, omo here train, easy transport, access to work, omo here rent, housing. Na ye keka na ya anya ho hwea. Akoda ena enyame ameti abontin so me responsibility mama me the bigger one no kuro kete me pe baby a eno na se Ghana ye kase ye bibi sa this one is even smaller the bigger one no se omai betime sisi adan ye to aso 30 mpacho we enko na me pe enti se government se tu adan ye si hoyi e wo baby kete te se baby a angel ye hoyi na abai bia ni bre no osi nima menya hwe kra wo ho no masi adan we bia ekofa nipa 40,000 on betena mu ha park wo ho drugstore bibia bi or hospital wo ho ye the gold sika ye nyan ye the bi ye change nima na afi obi a oye adwuma ne salary ye less than 4,000 low income earners enko na ya apply na yen san ko ton ma ban panyimfo a na low income earners no more public and private sector no more apply no munya baby tna forever. Se private for no 1,500 cedis for single room. Now we are buying there no we 400 cedis because what this one say we ma omo resources na nya media ma no. We say invest in you president no na distribute on behalf of the people na ma omo life enye comfortable. Na se resources no ba na number 1 in Africa. Ni e hwe your lifestyle ni e de toto omo ni bi no so. No omo live better life than us. Na resources na we say invest in you the president. Na distribute na wo he. Nti da bia mbusa attach ya say okogina nima. A okofa nipa ne V8D na chi. Se wakwa hwe nima. No one who's obetima affordable housing at turning nima into village na ne wote ho a ofili sen since 2018 na okoka asem no eba besi enne 7 years ni no ofili sen say nima te de ete na workers ni be free damfa 2.5 hours eba adwuma edi traffic mu no. How do they feel as works and housing ministry? And they the otiswe April 2025 ono so akwa se ono so be provide ni ma no ye be change ene ma mobi abeye no baabi a ye be see up where your mind be there small area workers egumbebre why ye bi odansoman na echampon ye bi takrade snake 1000 sunyane snake 1000 tamale aden na yentumi nye snake de ngui na no omu koton omu hotel a omu asi yenya sika luxury things ni esisi hotel ni ewure fi say workers na omu ye low income workers omu na air build your mind no how are they living yenya sika niama akese flight say yes spend sika no largest the top class people only 3% 4% of Ghanaians earn more than 15,000 cedis per Ghana Statistical Service less than 4%. So 4% no mo ene kese na mo san ye article 71 for no. Omo ni enya sika ne resources a yes I spend on them. Ni man da ho vast. Ye betima change e ho nyina. Obi a to order da bia ya ma odan e wo ground floor living forever. Wo a wonti ho no de aka ne de ama han ya ban the compulsory acquisition age asase no. Aye ade ama nipa omoto wa. Adan minister akoka o parliament aye me de. But you can't check. We should true Ghana affordable housing research amount for a year 59 60 61 Tema Development Corporation and amount 40 Bimuno. A champon 72 73 76 SMC2 no mo so ba Kanda Estate na amount 40 GBC workers no more enclave no a free honor and a President Kofoko ye yijade and a boho President Mahama beye a friend is saying Saglemi ya lock no and a ntafre ene no mo na from say awowo ene atwero ena edam ena nipa da bonten ya lock no ene dawo. These are matters of urgency nti adu parliament ye peba mcho state housing ene mo amwo work Ministry of Works and Housing adan ho nsem no mo ma nya mo hiasem na ye ntumi mfa half of our salaries. People are paying more than they can pay for rent because are buying provision for anything. No roads, no train, no buses. Housing so are not a problem. Yeah, affordable compulsory acquisition say yeah, asase. Yeah, they be bibi and yeah, some toma politicians no mercy. Luxury apartments. Na omodiama rent to Lebanese, ne Chinese. Na Ghana for ni pion moko echiri. What you say? Tuti achimota na afi obeko puku ase free puku ase na okwa masamai ye tu bi ma because untumi makrum China for age ho Lebanese for na age omo na betima $2. Well yankoi na yankonko to aso ewo eye story na ye kan sachua and now drive say na alba adwuma
anka normally me free me fear was by 15 minutes na me do ha but the anopa me be adwuma da manya ne easy cry 45 minutes
no kra ne nyame anim say nyame ahira wo say wo fie to high 15 minutes
and we da traffic bibie ni kwan so
one okunuma bobra e tesa mo ben free krom
say nyame ya adom na mansimu ntem de a ene na bia metime di 45 1 hours na me do
na sky train na oba ohun bi
o egun krofo botom nti ama ye nya bi mfa so ke wo abonte so ana ye fa kromo di anka ebe hu na wo ama ye nya form train wie a ye be ka cho say yes sky train no wani age no sabi na wo so diana o maya form train kra ye nwie ye se be ya fa wiem kane apo kra esisi wa ye de wa ya afafa so keke kra bi abubu na no wa hu ebi ana ase na tuna ehangi wiem ebi ja hyehe no na ye ka cho say the train be fa wiem na at Ghana no wa je di ye hu kan na amafo say ye ne empa ban na so
problem
enti obama na yetimu no so asotwe nim enti na OSP hu ye mahi ma me nyusu akanfo word ye se enka nche ni person hu ahi ba ni position na ekita na ma ne hu ye mahi papa
problem
ya nchi ni paso omo ye sa ne ma ne ya nchi obi aso obey adan a wo ka ho asemi atachi amfa na no anka ne kekese ye kwa akosi o na sika ka ho bajo wati ase me kai so ko gina santementam otumfo anim ka kire me say
me ba cha otobo Oko Facebook April 2024 and Cote d'Ivoire announced so mo be a train underground train what I say April 2024 ti mo amopen mo betimi monitor Facebook April 2024 ena Abidjan so mo be train Senegal ye bi nti omo so be train okwa obehu Cote d'Ivoire the depiction a omo ye say omo be train no omo ho nti pacha wo ho bia no Cote d'Ivoire for no start na mo amose mo hwe Ghana train nko e ba ye first day besi kwa so na akobo kam second day na abo na ntwie che wonti ase train no so ye keteke o enye nemafo train ya wo hwe bi train
nyini
well omudi Ivory Coast for na your money train Nicholas fa enra journalist be free Ghana ha madam for pa friend ya ofosu labi Kawawa na oko Senegal ena okutwa train station okofru train ena otwa omo train station no say baby a omo asi a obekọ underground akofa train no onyanwura ase o pacho fa eno so to so mame na yen kasa so nra ma mu World Bank West Africa countries with the best roads so what ha na wontu kwa na what as a French for no mo as omo nye nipa ma we pacho enye AI Senegal underground train station no eye AI Tigana hanka ebi a efu Sunderland ena nka ye train ne kopie de ebe free Nsawam de ebe free Kaswa de ebe free Oyibi nanka de ebe free all the 5 ends of Accra no nanka ni nyina no end baby ebe
yemfa ne sanka de wo graphic road graphic echi ho de no nka say nanka ho
say na ko hote
ho kankan no
ye train station no the way no center of Dakar ukwa uwura na wakotia na ukwa underground wa for train ti one na masa Africa o Africa asem ne eka na West Africa so Senegal enti uti ha na wo mind for share wo na ye besi sky train no de na form na ira na ya di $2 million say ya de kohwehwe de obeba be ye train wa ma no ano nipa na omudi ye no so omko ene so omoteso no so be ye bi no omso ko enti say ya list say your resources were Ghana. The whole World Gold Council say the most precious natural resource we as obi e pebi no. Amai sia omo de do so pa tai omai no no. USA, Canada, China, Russia, Australia, and Ghana. Na ye boss niema we na ye bo na akwese bi amoti baabi ni ye bobo asikafo obi asika egu na account mu. Ye bo ani ahwe ne bata ade ye bo ne papa de ani ahwe ne bata ade ye bo ani ahwe ne manta ade ye bebo wo de ne ehwe wo banta ade wo ban shata ade singlet atete onimpa boa na papa no wo ye wicked man and as wo ye irresponsible because gold no when nya reserve no aka so makoto ye wo difference between gold reserves de yakoto awia refine yakoto abegu yankasa ye bonka mu anase ye de akwakogu ye gold reserve mu no eno wo ho yes gold deposit the whole world na mo ya sa ranking we ya na sa be kan na de budget e ho so say what is the essence of the gold enti gold board no the first time I create gold board obi e bo ma baso say amaye hu say ye wo resources ye betima make use of it no the most important thing is that say gold board antimi ansave ya obi antimi save ya enti ori asamejemfi the opportunity is now and I'm glad say you're young man and I'm glad say transparency koso gold no de beton bia no na wo de aba every month say the yenye at the end of the tenure no who said this is how we maximized our gold and yes ani e be ranking MY enti ye de support Emma Gold Board no na ye hwese betima make use of the gold ayenya from 1471 Obuasi 1893 commercial mining up to now na ye hu bibia mfiri mo dia ye be rely on gold board say zedie ye can say ye ni so adi hu no ana odabi
ye ni da so anemo
say gold board no betimi aboa na yetima make you say onko no na ye say ye the gold na ye housing way na ye bo samijam fidin ti say de na ye bo champion na ye bo housing no ana ye dia ye train ni abonidi minimse ebebaso
na man na abobo omudin no ade ba konso ayeja wo mu ni hwe kwaye o mo fa so mine mine na sai wo mo nsase ase o mu so sai wo mo man eti se de yen ayeto so num a yenya hwe wo ho no
Dabi.
yes so asa ye man na
Dabi.
gold na yes ye to so 5 no anka Nyankopon animu de ye ni age na mom se ye be fia ye de adane no me na amaye
Sa.
because dear ono no what to gold e de aye ne man yie aye train aye ne transport system housing system education system impo health ya ye ni nyina kama omo security bibia ya kama no womo say wo man no say yo but ye no a gold no yen hye dan fanya hwe wo ye mamu no e ka wo say ye bo na ye de reclaim ya asase sika wo say ye say no na ye de esiesie nioma ye de gold that say no enipa gold tuo galamse asienti wo mo aye drug addict e ma dwaman besi yare boni atiesi wo saniama we ne sasiri nso o masene no e ka wo say ye bo ansa na yatimi a reverse ana say eni niema bi o mo asua e be mo anlen no oba edosu bebre na so yenya hwi wom me de kra me senka ne niamom yenya itu na yetu a ye de saniama ne yenya hwi wom no na ne ye koya na ase ba enta ho ntena ne baby
Na omo ebe wo omo later omo nim nyansa no
omba no omo ba betu